Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You've got Bert and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors out here in all of media and entertainment, guys. And we're back for another weekly option income update, guys, because we're using our portfolios to develop and generate as much passive income as possible.
Smash that subscribe button, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. How are your boys, the Dividend Diplomats? This is the last week of June. This was an exciting week. We had a lot of action going on. Lanny, you want to kick this off or you want me to?
I'll kick this shiznit
All
off
right, let's
doggy
go.
style, guys. Goal for me is $1,000 by year's end in option premium income, guys. Started about second, third week of April. So just keep that in mind. It's almost a full 9 months of doing it to hit that goal. Came into last week, the week of June 23rd, at $294.36. So what did I do on that Monday of June 23rd, guys? Well, bought or sold one cash secured put on the company called QBTS is their ticker symbol, 1250 strike price with an expiration on 6/27. I generated $5.01 premium for the week. That was about a 20 to 21% return, and it did expire worthless. So cash stayed with me, guys. I sold another cash secured put on BlackBerry, ticker symbol BB. Remember that company, guys? With a 350 strike price on as well Friday, June 27th for, I know it's going to sound small, but a $2.01 premium. That was almost a 30% return for the week on that $350 cash to generate $2. And then what, again, if you guys recall, and Bert's going to chime in on this one as well, at the end of 6/20, we rolled a few options. One was Virgin, SPCE. We both ended up rolling that stock again, SPCE, because it was still slightly below the strike price. And we both still think that it could actually finish above the strike price. We rolled it from 6/27 expiration to a July 3rd expiration to develop another $6.02 premium on $300 of cash. So that's another 104% return.
I'm shaking my head because I only got it for $5 because I was 2 minutes late and everyone was jumping on that. So
I think we probably both could have got it even a lot better towards the end of the day.
probably.
So that was another $6.02 to generate on the same option position. The other one that we rolled from last week to 6/27, just to keep you guys up to date with that, was Sunrun, and that one did expire out of the money, worthless. Last but not least, sold one covered call on my Intel position for July 11th. I've been doing these 2-week options with Intel. It's not much. Net of fees, $1.45. So in total, $14.49. Again, that strike price on Intel is $30. So if they get past $30 here in the next 2 weeks, I would welcome that. But $14.49 for the week. So did cross $300 in option premiums, guys. $308.85. So 31% towards the goal. And we're really finishing up for a nice photo finish for 12/31, guys. So got a lot of cash sucks, and most of all my options expired outside of SPCE. So I've got plenty of capital to work with, somewhere around over $3,300 to $3,400. So can't wait to put some of that to work.
Yeah, this will be fun to see what you're able to draw up here this week. For me, I already said I already had the $5 on the space roll that we already had, so I'm starting $5. Then I only did one cash secured put this week for Big Bear Holdings, ticker symbol BBAI. This company shot up, I think it was on Tuesday, up 24%. Next day on Wednesday, I wrote a cash secured put for a $4.50 strike price, and that gave it an over 200% return.
Nasty.
It was $5 premium on $4.50. But it wasn't to say that there wasn't noise to it, because it shot up and then it went right down after. And then Friday it rallied. So for 3 days, there was a lot of noise and a lot of drama. But hey, $5, 200% return. I can't really complain about that. Last, I had a covered call. If you recall last week, I had that New Fortress Energy put that, unlike Lanny, didn't close out. I got stuck with these 100 shares. And I thought the put was at 250. I wrote a covered call for $2.50 for a $5 premium. Lanny, I thought I had the most perfect execution on this. At 3:59 on Friday, it was trading at $2.51. Then I refreshed my browser and it closed at $2.50. And I texted you and I said, I'm going to be stuck with these, aren't I? And you just wrote, yep. So here I am. I own 100 shares of NFE still going into next
generating income off of it. Another $5
Yeah.
on $250 for the week.
Yeah. So I'm going to write another cover call next week.
Boom.
We'll see. So in total, I have $15 of premium for the week between those transactions. And yeah, I only had $700 of cash put out there with the cash secured put. So that was it. This has probably been well, I've had higher dollar amounts, but this is probably my most efficient use of capital week for the option game.
Yeah, and with Sunrun expiring and your BBAI expiring, that means you've got some fresh powder to work with.
Yeah, probably like $1,600 I can do. So I can get a real company this week. There's a Pinocchio one right there. I was trying to. So,
but there we have it, guys. I did $14.49. Bert did over $15 in premiums for the week. Let us know if you guys are doing any cash secured puts or writing cover calls on your stock positions. How else are you generating passive income? Subscribe to this channel, like this video, because guys, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack. That was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.